Chrissy says it, so you don't have to. Welcome.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Chrissy. I am back with another video. And you know what? If y'all got me in your car, turn me up. If you got me at home, get in the room, close the door, turn me up, because y'all know I'm about to give you something to bop to. So, we are going to talk about how Triple H is expected to be out of WWE by next year. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but we're going to talk about it because I've been seeing it. So I'm going to put a couple of things up on the screen. I'm not going to read it, but you guys can read it as you guys are listening to me. So, Vince Russo, he firmly believes, and he's standing on, he thinks Triple H will be out of this company by next year. And also, I'm going to put this up on the screen for y'all. If y'all look at the very bottom, y'all see where it says TKO blames Triple H for The Rock withdrawing from WrestleMania. Y'all see that right there? I do firmly believe that they do blame him, because that all did fell apart because of Triple H. I think Triple H's ego is out of control. Explain to me why he has to be on everything. Why does he have to be the voice narrator? Why does he have to be in the WrestleMania promotional material? Why does he have to be in everything? You don't matter, sir. Like, you don't make a difference in the matches with you being in the promotional material. Why are you on there? Because it's like I've said, Hunter was forced to hang up his boots. He was. And when you are forced to do something as a man, you can never let it rest. You can't let it rest. It's just like Tony Stark and the Avengers and Endgame, when Pepper told him, will you be able to rest? Because when you cannot put a period on something for a man, it bothers you. It bothers you to the day that you die. And I think this is Hunter's way of still trying to finagle his way into things that he know that he can't be a part of, really. So do I think Triple H should be out in 2027? I'm like 50-50, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Because who is going to take his place? That is what you have to ask yourself. Look at the atrocity of what happened to WCW when a bunch of suits tried to book a wrestling promotion. Look at what happened when you have superstars going into business for themselves. I am a firm believer in, you have to have a clear vision when you are running creative. It's not going to be The Rock. A lot of people think, well, The Rock can come and be. No, he would have to give up his Hollywood career, and he's not doing that yet. So he can't come in and take over. Shawn Michaels is running NXT, but I'm going to tell y'all now, if Triple H gets fired or if he resigns or do whatever, I wouldn't be surprised if Shawn Michaels goes with him. They are very loyal to each other. I wouldn't be surprised if Road Dogg goes too. I'm not, like, these guys are locked in forever. So we have to ask ourselves, who is going to take Triple H's place? It can't be Seth Rollins, because he's still an active wrestler. CM Punk, he's still an active wrestler. You don't have anybody to really step in and take the reins. So it's really, really hard to really say how this is going to play out if Triple H leaves. This is why I'm not really hopping on the bandwagon of him leaving, because we have to have a credible person to take his place. It cannot be anybody in TKO. It can't be nobody that's just in a suit. It is somebody who has to know the wrestling business. And for right now, I don't know who can do it. But do I think a lot of Triple H's creative choices are, being questioned? Hell yes. Of course I believe that, because we have witnessed it. We have to sit through all of this nonsensical booking that this man does. And I'm telling you, the thing is with Hunter operates creative like a parent. And to all my parents out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. You operate on you have to earn, you have to earn, you have to earn this or earn that. I didn't ask to be here. I didn't ask to be born. You know what I mean? You gave birth to me. So why do I have to earn anything? You got some people who look at it like that. Triple H is a parent who's making these so-called talents, picking and choosing who really earns whatever they get in WWE versus being a promotion, seeing what a star looks like and start to put them in position. It takes Hunter damn near 5 years to do something with somebody. That is craziness. I told you guys in a few of my other videos how Vince would just pull the trigger. When he looked at you and he knew you had something, he about to start building you. And it ain't taking 5 years. Look at LA Knight. I don't know look. Y'all being very hopeful about LA Knight. I didn't pretty much, but hey, whatever happens, happens. If he get the title, good for him. It don't matter at this point. It mattered 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Trick Williams have consistent pops anywhere he goes. And you think they're going to do anything? They're going to take their precious, ever-loving time with Trick because that's what they do. They just don't look at the person, see the star, and start to put them in positions because you want to know why? Because Hunter has his specific people that he wants in the main event. So everybody else is going to have to wait. That's what we have to deal with. Braun Breaker don't have it. They're trying to force this man down our throats. And like I said, he don't got it. You got this man on Unreal telling Braun Breaker he's about to be put in the main event scene and we're about to do this and we're about to do that. Yeah. Why would he work any harder than what he's doing now? Because he already knows what he did got him into the main event scene. So hey, yeah, I'm good. Everybody else got to work 5 to 6 years before they get anything under Triple H, which is craziness. That's why he's running this business. He's running creative into the ground thinking like that. Like I said, when Vince knew he had a star, it was move over because he about to build you like nothing before. And he does it. All of these people that's in the main event scene now that people are talking about, that's hogging up the main event scene. Like I said, say thank you to Vince because what he did to build those guys sustained them through multiple decades and multiple eras in this company. He did that. You think what Triple H creates will sustain these people for decades? Hell no. Hell no, it's not. It could barely sustain them to get through this era. But this is what we have under Triple H. So do I think TKO may get rid of him? It's a possibility. But I'm going to be honest. I don't think any real changes is going to come until they start losing money. As long as this company is making money hand over fist, I don't think any real changes is going to happen anytime soon because companies like this don't start to look at the overall picture, which is what Roman tried to insinuate on Pat McAfee. The business side is good. He said that Nick Khan is one of the smartest businessmen that he's ever met. But you have somebody who he said creative need to follow suit. What does that tell you? The business side is great, but the creative aspect part of it is struggling. And it's struggling because we have a man who wasn't able to complete and finish his own damn story running creative. I would not have been surprised if he tried to get the number never seen 17 before John Cena. He could have booked himself like that because he was well on his way. Triple H during the big dog era was still wrestling and still getting WWE championships. I wouldn't be surprised if he would have got 3 more to break Ric Flair's record so he could be the first to do it. That's the type of egomaniac we're dealing with here, people, whether you want to admit it or not. I'm sure he would have did that. Like he said the last time he got the championship was because it was a lot of people who was out, a lot of people was injured, and it was still other people. It was still somebody else that y'all could have took a chance on, or somebody else that y'all could have took a risk with and put the belt on them outside of putting it on Triple H. You see how they try to rationalize their nonsense? You know, they try to get you to believe their nonsense when it was a plethora of other people that you guys could have chosen. So I do think, this is where we're going to be for a while. I don't think this look, just because Roman and CM Punk is going to main event night 2, which I'm calling it, I'm sure they will, is going to main event night 2, doesn't mean the whole card is going to be great. And that's what we suffer from. You may have 1 or 2 or 3 things that's great, but then the whole WrestleMania is bad. So don't be surprised if that ends up happening, because they couldn't even put on a great Royal Rumble. So y'all hopeful for WrestleMania, because I'm not. I'm not going into this WrestleMania with any expectation, so I don't get damn disappointed. I don't want to hear this man say, "Oh, it's going to be a lot of surprises. Oh, yeah, it's going to be epic. Yeah, I want you guys to come because I'm going to give you guys a show like never before." No, he's not going to do that. He's not going to give us nothing besides what he's been giving us. So, yeah, you guys, I'm gonna keep up with this, but Vince Russo Jonathan Coachman, they are firm on Triple H will be out of here by next year. So, like I say, I'm kind of 50-50 on it, but you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will check you guys later.
Chrissy says it, so you don't have to. Toodles.